Every psychological win creates a craving, every craving creates a story, and every story scatters your life. Psychological win. The mind feels it as one without doing anything real. Craving. Because the mind tasted a dopamine hit, it wants more. It starts asking for the next hit. Story. The mind invents a narrative, fantasies, what ifs, comparisons, justifications. Scattered life. Energy is siphoned off into imaginary victories instead of real action. Your inner energy fragments. Your mind jumps like a monkey. Your focus dies. Your life does not move, not a millimeter. This is the mechanics of loss disguised as pleasure. Reality versus inner movie. The reality is untouched, only the inner movie changed. Nothing in the world has moved, no skill built, no body transformed, no relationship deepened. You get a girl, a surge of hormones, a temporary body reaction, a flicker of satisfaction. You get money, another chemical spike, ego pleased, but your inner capacity, your discipline, your mastery unchanged. The mind celebrates events that never truly exist in reality and calls it success. Why psychological win is the cheapest drug? A psychological win is the cheapest drug because it costs nothing to manufacture. Imagination is free. It gives dopamine without effort. It hijacks your energy while doing nothing real. It creates a feeling of progress without actual progress. The cheapest drug is also the deadliest because it trains the mind to live in fantasy instead of reality. You are addicted to the illusion that the mind's inner movie equals life. It does not. You are giving your life away to images, to stories, to psychological wins, and thinking you are alive. You are not. The moment of clarity is realizing real life only exists in the territory of action, attention, and energy applied to reality. Everything else, fantasies, cravings, psychological wins, is parasitic. When you stop feeding them, your inner energy becomes whole, your mind becomes silent, your focus becomes laser, and life actually moves. So every psychological win is a theft. It creates a craving. The craving spins a story. The story scatters your life. You think you get a girl, a chemical spike. You think you get money, a chemical spike. Your life does not move, not a millimeter. Reality is untouched. Only your inner movie changes. The psychological win is the cheapest drug. It costs everything. It builds nothing. Listen carefully. It is dangerously close to the truth most people never touch in their entire lives. Craving is not desire. Craving is fragmentation. The human being thinks he's craving a girl or money or status, but he is not. He is craving relief from the thousand little voices inside him. Craving is the symptom. Fragmentation is the disease. The craving is nothing but the mind trying to escape its own noise. The object of craving, the girl, the money, the illusion of being somebody, is irrelevant. A craving manufactures story. A story manufactures illusion. Illusion manufactures suffering. When the craving rises, it does not give you one story, it gives you 100. Each story says, just this one chase, just this one message, just this one fantasy, just this one victory. And with each story, a portion of your inner energy splits off. You become a house with 100 leaking pipes. By evening, you wonder why you feel drained, why your mind is scattered, why anxiety appears, why sleep becomes shallow. It is not because life is difficult. It is because your energy has been stolen by your own mind. The psychological win is stupid. A psychological win is the cheapest drug. It gives nothing and it costs everything. You chase a girl, you imagine victory, you feel like somebody. You chase money, you imagine status, you feel like somebody. But notice, your life has not moved even 1 millimeter. Your reality is untouched. Only the inner movie changed. The mind celebrates something that never happened. This is why psychological wins are poison. They consume your energy but never build your life. Directed energy is the only wealth. A man becomes unstoppable not because he has talent or luck. He becomes unstoppable because his energy flows like a laser in one direction. No split, no stories, no psychological victories, just action, clarity, and reality. This is why silence feels powerful. Silence is nothing but the absence of splitting. When your inner energy is one stream, you sleep deeper, think clearer, work better. Your life becomes simple because your mind is not pulling you into 100 destinations. The final truth. Freedom is the absence of inner noise. You think you need to be free from craving, but craving is not the enemy. The enemy is the mind that tells a story about craving. When the story falls silent, craving loses its power. It becomes like a cloud passing through the sky. No battle, no suppression, no struggle, just understanding. The brutal mechanics. Every psychological win is a theft of your life force. It gives nothing real. Nothing. Psychological win. The mind celebrates. You imagine a victory, a girl, money, admiration, status. You feel elevated, special, alive. The mind produces a rush of chemicals, dopamine, adrenaline, ego puffing, but nothing in your real life changes, not a single millimeter. Craving. The mind tastes the spike and becomes hungry. It wants more. The craving is not for the girl, the money, or the success. It is for the chemical rush, the illusion of being somebody. Story. To satisfy the craving, the mind generates stories. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I achieve that, I will be complete. These stories are endless. Each one fragments your attention. Each one steals a portion of your inner energy. Your mind becomes a cinema of illusions, replaying scenarios that never happened and may never happen. Life scattered. Every story, every craving, every psychological win splits your energy into hundreds of directions. You are scattered, you are drained, you are anxious, your sleep is shallow, your focus dies, and the world outside, reality is untouched. Reality check. Getting a girl, chemical spike, temporary body reaction. Getting money, chemical spike, temporary ego reaction. Psychological win, the cheapest drug. Cost everything, builds nothing. The mind mistakes this inner movie for life. Most men live this way, trapped, scattered, fragmented, believing they are progressing while reality remains still. Stop feeding the mind's cheap victories. Stop chasing chemical highs masquerading as achievement. Stop believing the stories your mind tells you. Life moves only when energy is directed, where attention is real, where effort is tangible. Psychological wins give you illusion. They scatter your energy, they steal your life. True victory is silent, slow, and real. It builds nothing in your imagination, but everything in your reality.